Hello and welcome to Hits in History. Today's song is Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. Let's go back to July of 1986 when this song went to the top of the charts, where it spent 1 week. But first, what else was going on around the world? Well, the United Kingdom and France had just announced plans to start construction on the Channel Tunnel. And remember that one nuclear reactor at the Chernobyl plant in the Ukraine exploding, causing the world's worst nuclear disaster. Now, when we talk about Sledgehammer, you know Peter Gabriel in the story. He comes from the group Genesis. Peter Gabriel began in R&B even before Genesis. He went to a club in London one night, the Ram Jam Club, and saw a guy named Otis Redding and Wayne Jackson on the trumpet. And that's when he knew that he would be a musician for life. Genesis was formed, very successful for many years. In fact, Genesis until 1974 remained the same. Of course, in 1970, they hired Phil Collins as the drummer through a newspaper advertisement. But in 1974, a guy named William Friedkin, a film director, contacted Peter Gabriel and wanted him to collaborate on a movie. Well, you just don't do that. In fact, back then, that wasn't the thing to do. You just don't take a break. Genesis was in the middle of recording an album. Peter Gabriel did so anyway. He left and took a week off to do that. And that angered many people in the group. Also, his wife Jill was pregnant with their first child, who actually formed an illness inside the womb and was born with a serious illness. Peter Gabriel decided to take some time off, and that really led to his leaving the group. He announced his official departation of the group. He left Genesis and in fact started a solo career, a very successful solo career, by the way. But all of his albums were named the same. If you look at Peter Gabriel albums, his first 4 albums are just called Peter Gabriel. Why did he do that? Well, he wanted people to view his work as a body of art. In other words, he referred to those album covers like a magazine. You don't look at a magazine and remember the title, you remember the cover. But he broke that tradition with this album called So, and this song, Sledgehammer, the first single from this album. It's very R&B. If you hear it, it's got a very soulful sound, and that's what Peter Gabriel wanted to do. He goes back to his days at the Ram Jam Club, and in fact, it's Wayne Jackson leading the brass section, the horns on this song. So Peter Gabriel, in fact, goes full circle with this song. It's Sledgehammer. Thanks for watching.